Hello and welcome to the ANZ Combined Racing League. I'm your host, Dark Racing 40. In the comment box tonight with me, I've got Jetto.
How are we all? All keen for another night of racing.
Yep, that is true, Jetto. So we're here at the wonderful Zhuhai circuit.
Yeah, and we've got 10 minutes of practice here. Oh, no, we're at qualifying now. We've just finished up the practice. But we are now into qualifying. 10 minutes to see who can take pole and get this starting order ready for race one. We've got 8 minutes left, so they're just on their first laps out. And then be on to our first flying laps to see some times coming through.
That is correct, Jetto. Unfortunately, the grid's been a bit reduced tonight due to people being away. We're down to 6 people for tonight, unfortunately, but that's not going to stop the racing for tonight.
That's it. A lot less people, but still, it's still going to be an interesting race. I believe it's in the wet forecast tonight. Just a bit of rain across the horizon be coming through. So that's definitely going to make things interesting.
That is correct, Jetto. So currently, I believe we have the championship leader, which is Weary Knight, and in second place is Illogical Sport. And I'll just look up the information to work out who's in third. I have to scroll back quite a bit.
Year 3 Gaming, I believe. My memory.
I have to scroll a long way back. Long way back.
I think the first 3 were pretty clear cut, and then it was pretty close and sporadic from there on underneath. The first few times they were coming through for qualifying, so Whopper has just gone fastest. With a 121.7, and Weary Knight second with a 121.9. Logical Sports has put down a time, we're watching as we speak for 123. His first lap out, which we're sure he's going to go a little bit quicker than that too. So 6 minutes left in quali. It should give us about another 4 to 5 laps. So plenty of time for these times to start coming down.
Yep, so it's Weary Knight who's leading championship on 140 points. Illogical Sport 112. Gear 3 Gaming on 78 points. Commander Jim is not able to make it tonight on 66. Whopper on 41. Night Havoc on 40. Quick Mick on 38. Timmy, who's not able to make it tonight, on 27. Nuclear Chocolate is not able to make it tonight on 16. Crazy Daniel's not able to make it tonight on 14. Talon on 4, and Blue Falcon and Cringy Criminal have not yet to score any points. So I think a couple of the drivers have unfortunately dropped out of the series, which is a bit of a shame, but that's life sometimes. So
that's it in the world of sim racing. Lots of stuff can come up.
It.
You've got your family commitments and things like that. And then just time frames and busy schedules. So.
Oh, Logical Sport just doing some dirt track cowboy in there. So. Oh, Quick Mick has done a dado, I believe. So.
Does look like it.
Yep.
Leading in the pit lane. We'll give him a penalty.
Yep, Gear 3 Gaming went quicker, 1.5 seconds there.
One grid pace. Gear 3 Gaming up to third in the grid. Almost down into the 121s.
That's it. So the question is tonight, can anyone stop Weary Knight? Which I don't think Weary Knight has actually done any practice in the wet tonight, because when he looked at the session, he didn't realise it was a wet weather session. So
this will be the interesting, I think. Getting your head around that wet car setup. It definitely opens it up, but I think it was it last week or the week before we did have a wet session. He did, I believe, Illogical Sports took out the race 1, and then I believe Weary Knight then found his wet weather tyres, and the car steadied, and then he took away race 2. So,
yep. Oh. Gear 3 Gaming is up on his time again.
Yeah. Quarter of a second.
Very nice. Just set the fastest lap. He's in the 120s. As you can see, the guys are all pretty spread out. Gear 3 Gaming went a bit quicker that time. There's a couple of guys up sort of on the back half of the track now, all together. And there's Quick Mick right behind Gear.
A bit all over the show at the moment. Maybe pushing just a little bit too hard to try and get that qualifying time down.
That's it.
He runs wide again.
Yep. It's a very easy corner to run wide there.
Look, Gear might have spun there.
No, it's a very slow corner, that corner, so they get on the throttle quite hard and the car just lights up the rear tyres. As you can just hear him just light up the rear tyres under acceleration. Yeah, doesn't lift through that corner.
Where he's into the pits.
I think he's gone as far as I'm going to go. I'm parking it.
There's Whopper just goes quicker, I believe. Under 121.4 a second.
That's it. 4 tenths off Weary Night. He's got enough fuel. Doesn't have enough time. Yeah, he's got enough time to do 2 more laps here.
Well, he's been quick this series. When his internet stays stable, he has definitely been quick, and he's been up in the top 2 or 3. He's been unlucky a couple of unlucky last race. He got disconnected while he was leading. So
yeah,
definitely got the pace
at the start of
there.
the lobby did. Yeah, his connection at the start of the lobby looked quite good, so that's a good sign for him. His engine temp is really high actually, so he's really got the radiator closed up, trying to maximise speed in a straight line.
Pushing 120 degrees.
Yeah. So he's 7 tenths up.
7 tenths up. Could be close. You keep this up and take pole.
Well, there's not enough time for a Weary Night to get a lap time in now. It's too late now. That's done. Actually, if Whopper can take pole here with this lap time, here he comes to start finish line.
I doubt he's going to lose 7 tenths. Half a second quicker.
Oh, done it.
Puts him on pole. Not
That's
by
it.
much. 0.2 of a second.
That's it.
Logical Sports. At the back of the grid at the moment.
Yeah. Oh, there's a car off the side of the road.
And Quick Mick just...
I wonder if he's out of fuel.
have a look. He
Yep.
is. Great call from you, Darky.
Yep. Just looked a bit random as he's on the side of the pit lane. New Logical Sport, 20 seconds remaining.
Give us fair way down this time.
This is his one crack. He's going to have a go at it. 1 lap dash now to try and get there.
Whopper's still out on track, so he's snuck one more into it.
Yep. So the 2 red tomatoes, again, the 1 extra lap in. That's it. Session's done now. Maybe Whopper wants to assert his dominance on the field here today.
Can he go quicker than the 120.8? He does.
He does.
120.5. Almost another half a second. We've got 1 car left out in racing. That's Logical Sports. So can he improve from the 6th place on the grid? Runs it a little bit wide there. He's down on his time at the moment, so he's got a bit of work to do.
Yeah, but it might be quicker than his... Yeah. Oh, no, that's it, done.
That's all she wrote.
That's it. That's in the
That's
quality.
But to mix things up, followed by Weary Night with a 120.9 and Night Havoc with a 121.6, followed by Gear 3 Gaming, not too far behind with a 121.9, and Big Mick and a Logical Sport bringing up the last row on the grid. So, into the race, which, as I said, is going to be a wet race, so anything can happen. I think it's going to be an interesting first few laps.
That's it. So you got to be careful. Also, the way these cars launched the line. So we did see a crash at practice on Thursday night. So let's get these guys underway. Oh, look at that rain. Isn't it glorious? So the drivers need to be careful with these cars because they depending on the way they got their diff set up, they accelerate too hard, they might break out in wheel spin in just 90 degrees to the track at the start. So
Definitely going to be an interesting start. Won't be too far behind as they all are loading their setups. Just hope everyone is loaded the wet setup and qualifying setup.
well, they will know straight away when they look at their slick tyres at the start of the grid, and then they're going to go nowhere in a hurry. So we're getting close to a race start now. The time we're getting close to the 2-minute mark, so hopefully these guys are ready. There we go.
We're off. Here we go.
Game's starting to sink now.
See how they get away.
And we
They're
are
off.
green as Weary Night gets the big wheel under straight line. Whopper's just taken off like there's no tomorrow. Into the braking zone.
Down the
zone now
inside, the
here.
Logical Sports has come from nowhere.
Oh,
Logical
Weary
Sports
Night's
in
got to
sixth
take this.
place is taken up to second place in the grid. Two teammates
That's
in
it.
Whopper and the Logical Sports have taken 1-2 up the first corner.
Night Havoc
Weary.
just gave Weary Night a bit of a touch at the turn 1 there.
The Weary Knights had a shocker of a start. Top
That's
two
it.
positions. The Logical Sports coming from the sixth place on the grid, up the inside and sitting second. As Whopper runs
Oh no,
wide.
Whopper's off the track. That's... He drops 2 places now. Can he hold off? Can he stop Weary Night?
That
I
allows
think Weary Night had a look at it.
Gear to take second place. Logical needs to.
Whoa,
On the
quick
back
mix
of the
in the
grid.
dirt.
Quick,
I think he
quick,
just
Mick, quick Mick's gone off, and now Whopper's gone off again.
That's so's Quick Mick.
Weary Knights had a bit of a slip there too, but he didn't lose any positions. Oh,
Whoa,
Whopper goes
there
wide.
Whopper again. Can't seem to keep it on the track though.
It's going to be pretty much who can find their feet the quickest is going to pull out a bit of a lead.
Oh, Gears just run a bit wide there. The man with the worst qualifying
Oh,
start.
at the
Weary
back
Night,
there,
he's got on track.
Weary Knight, yeah.
Basically, the man who started last is now first
He's in
one
first.
lap. 1 lap done.
Well, as predicted, this wet weather, very, very unpredictable how the boys are going to handle it.
That's it. Whopper just needs to... Oh, Whopper's gone off the track again. Well, look at that. Yep, now Whopper's gone from first to last, unfortunately. Oh, Whopper's gone.
Whopper
We've just
has
lost
gone
Whopper.
completely. We've lost him completely.
Oh,
so, be interesting to see if he had internet worries there again, which has been his curse.
So, hopefully we'll be able to get Whopper back in for the next race.
So, until then, for the next 15 laps, we'll just have the 5 off grid.
That's it. It's the fast 5 here at Zhuhai.
There's all the 5 are within sight of each other, so there's only 5.5 seconds from first to last, which is 5th place.
So, the Logical Sport leads Gear 3 Game, leads Weary Night, leads Night Havoc, leads Quick Mick. Gear 3 Gaming struggling for that last corner there as Weary Night runs wide again.
Oh, and
So does Quick Mick. Quick Mick's taking the quick trip to the quick grass. At least he's not spinning on the grass, so that's a good sign.
Jump on board with our series leader at the moment. Sitting in 3rd position with Weary Night, so we'll take a lap with him and see the first person perspective of what they're actually going through and the amount of water that is on the track. There's quite a bit of spray there coming up from Gear 3 Gaming's wheels in front of him.
Just got a message
gear
from
goes wide.
Whopper. Technical issues was having issues for him. He was doing full wheel rotation and the car was barely turning for him. So
Unlucky after being so quick there in qualifying too.
I did confirmation he will retrain for race 2. So
That's good to hear. We have Weary Knight catching up to Gear 3 Gaming now, so he's starting his tail.
Slight lock up
Can
there.
he put any sort of pressure on Gear? You never know what's going to happen, so if you can stick to it.
I think a logical sport want Gear to stay ahead of Weary Knight to try and pull some points back on him. The champion. Did you just see that? Or was that just me?
Yeah,
the stop sign? Did you just see that?
On the pit position.
some pit crews decided going, we're going to do pit stops on the front straight. So I wasn't just seeing things. So
Logic was managed to pull out a 2.5 second gap here. So his Gear runs wide again, but hasn't lost any time losing that corner. Regained himself back on track.
That's it, only a 2-second gap behind Illogical Sport. Oh, big lock up there, runs deep.
As you can see, the water starting to form on the track, so where are the puddles going to form? That is the question.
Well, this track doesn't seem to puddle too badly, and it is a nice summer rain shower here at Zhuhai in China, so there is a lot of heat. Oh, Weary Knight just runs a bit wide there. So there is a lot of heat in the air in the track, so we'll see how the track goes as it gets wetter and wetter. It's only 10. See, Logical Sport isn't pulling away too fast from the guys at the back. They're only 10 seconds behind.
About a second lap, I think. Pulling out now on second and third place.
Whoa.
So he's slowly
Quick
pulling away.
Quick Mick still struggling for that final corner. Can't seem to make the corner. Oh, we just lost Logical.
Logical Sports was lost him.
He's down to 5th.
There he goes.
That's going to be disconnect. Dang. Oh, unfortunately, what a shame. Now we're down to the final 4.
The story of the last 2 weeks, the disconnects.
And that's actually given, I think that's thrown Gear off, because Weary Knight's ahead of Gear now.
I don't know what happened there, so unless...
I think that car's... I think that car's put him off. And use Quick Mick. Making it the back of the pack now. So a couple of guys here, this could be their...
I think parts of the circuit are definitely drained quicker than others. You see the spray on the wheels as they go through. Some of it, there's no spray at all.
Yeah. So Night Havoc and Quick Mick looking on for their best results for the series so far.
That's it.
Due to people disconnecting. You take it when you can get it. Now I just wonder if Gear can close down on Weary Knight.
Sort of set loose of Weary Knight now. He was hard behind Gear there for a few laps with Gear making quite a few mistakes, which is definitely holding him up, and that's why a Logical Sport was pulling away. So now Weary Knight's been set free, so see what happens.
Well, he can clearly see the track now, so and he can dictate the pace now. So I think Gear just needs to settle himself down and just get back into rhythm, and he might be able to start closing down the gap to Weary Knight.
But the way he's
running
going
like that
isn't
going to help.
Mistakes, and you look at Havoc's only a second off his pace now, so he's closed the gap.
Yeah, if he keeps his mistakes up, Knight Havoc will be on the back of Gear 3 Gaming. As we now start lap 7.
We've got 3 of the 4 cars there on the front straight, and there again, Quick Mick in the background. He's struggling with that last corner tonight.
Yeah, but he doesn't seem to be getting slow down for him. So, and his lap times are pretty consistent that way. So maybe just like, well, it works for me. I'm just going to continue doing it. So Night Havoc's looking at his best potential result here for the series so far. He might be even able to close on Gear 3 Gaming. He's pretty close to him.
I think under a second now.
That's it. Rain is the great equaliser. As Gears just seems to struggle to get the bit of turn in and get the power down.
Been right on his behind.
That's it. Night Havoc's all over the backside of Gear 3 Gaming. Just pulls out so he can see the corner. As Night Havoc's closing on Gear 3 Gaming, I wonder if he's going to get the draft effect out of him and make a move down turn 1 here.
Not quite yet.
Not quite close enough yet.
But I reckon if he just holds his line, only 8 laps in, and not even just over halfway now. So I reckon it's just going to be a matter of time with the consistency of gear. I reckon the mistake's just around the corner.
That's it. Very nice, cleared out to a 4-second lead. He seems to have found his rhythm.
And no pressure
Very
on him at all.
Night Havoc was pretty quick at the last lap. 127. Gears made a mistake there.
He's made another mistake. Almost on call.
Night Havoc's all on the backside of him now. Yeah, doesn't quite feel close enough to make the move onto gear.
With the amount of wash,
it's just
bit hard to see the corners and the moves and the rain.
That's it. That's why he has to poke out a little bit to see where the corner is. Oh, look at Gear's car all bouncing and that coming into the braking zone. Car doesn't look quite that happy. So unfortunately we lost the 2 red tomatoes due to disconnects in this lobby, which is quite a shame. Whopper qualified on pole in the logical sport, took the lead from starting last. So now we're on lap 9.
They both definitely had pace tonight too, which, as I said before the race started, it's just been Whopper. It's been the story of him in the series. His technical difficulties with his internet connection. He's definitely been quick and on the pace, but
that's it. Well, I don't think tonight was internet issue. I think it was more some sort of hardware issue or something going on there. So,
that's right. It was his wheel, wasn't it?
Yeah, he was putting full rotation. The car just wasn't turning. So, I wouldn't be surprised if he actually accidentally had one slick tyre on the corner of a car. So, as Weary Knight is starting to bang out quick laps now, he's starting to pull the gap here.
And into 126.
That's it. I think that's been the fastest lap of the race.
And Night Havoc's definitely the quicker of the 2 cars. He just can't find a place to get past Gear. He was lapping in the 127s, and Gear's been in the 28s and 29s consistently.
Even Quick Mix in the 127, so the pace is all there for all the drivers. I think Night Havoc has to use his turn 1. He has to get a good run through there, use a draft, and then just send it into turn 1 here.
Doing a great job at the moment, just sticking on the
he's close.
rear
He's
of that
thinking
car.
about not quite.
He would not be enjoying this to have all over the rear end of that in his vision mirrors. Not the
That's
most
it.
comfortable thing having someone sit on you behind consistently through the lap.
Especially in wet weather conditions like this, because you don't want to brake too hard, lock up a wheel. You don't want to get on the gas too early and break out in wheel spin.
That's it. To try and find the apex of.
There he goes.
There
He's
we
one
go.
wide. He's giving it up.
Yeah,
Now Night Havoc is taking the position. Now he's into second.
Let's Night Havoc through. Let's unleash him. So the question is, 5 seconds now on to Weary Night. Can you put any time in that? 7 laps to go.
Maybe we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what pace Night Havoc can now do when he can actually see the track. So now he has to kind of forget about Gear 3 Gaming behind him and just run his own race.
Something's happened to Quick Mick there. He's just dropped 10, 15 seconds. Well, another 10
Probably
seconds.
just had a spin then. Probably got up on the curb or gave it a bit too much gas and then spun it. So, but he's still in it. He's still going.
Yep. Keep on ticking. He's going to get a 4th spot. Which is going to bring him into
a good. Yep, a good handful of points there, which can help you in this championship. As we don't run a drop round system, we run drop race points system here, so you can miss a race and still be fine for the championship. To encourage drivers to come back week in, week out. So Night Havoc. Definitely quicker than Ginn that last lap, but it's slower behind Weary Night.
Be interesting to see what he does this lap though. I think he overtook Gear a bit over halfway through that last lap, so could have held him up a little bit. We'll get one full lap in and see what sort of times he is doing here in the lap.
That's it. On lap 11 now, Weary Night's got a 7 or 6 second lead. Night Havoc says a 126 for Weary Night. Let's see what Night Havoc can do.
Yeah, that's quick. Quickest jet so far in the lap.
127. So he's got. It's a low 27, nearly 26. So he's got pace. He's got pace in that car. Maybe not as much as Weary Night does.
Yeah, Quick Mick definitely had to spin that last lap. Look at that last lap time on 136.
That's it. So Gear 3 Gaming doesn't seem to have an answer for Night Havoc there. Have to deal with his spray now and arrow wash. It's Weary Night. You can't even see him in the camera. There he is, just in the foreground there, just making the corner. That's what a 7-second lead is. This whole straight that Night Havoc's on. Night Havoc, 0.5 of a second slow down his best lap so far. He's our race leader, Weary Night, championship leader, who's inherited the lead.
Yeah, from the horrible start that he had.
Yeah, you got to what happened if Gear didn't get off, distracted by the disconnecting logical sport. What would have happened then if he would have kept going on his own pace?
Yeah.
127, 127, 127. Look at those lap times. Those two guys, Night Havoc and Gear 3 Gaming, definitely faster than Weary Night.
Kind of funny. As soon as Night Havoc's taken the lead in front of Gear's times have just come down. So he was lapping in the 128s and 129s. Night Havoc's taken leads, so following his braking patterns, it's just made him a lot quicker.
That's it. Sometimes chasing someone who's a bit quicker than you can actually increase your pace. So they have gone on Weary Night, but only a couple of tenths of a second. So that's not going to be enough on lap 13 of 17 now. But Weary Knight at the same time can't rest on his laurels too much. So if he backs off too much, before he knows it, they're going to be on the back side of him.
Well, there he is, what, 0.8 down in his fastest lap. Looking at those gaps, he's still hovering around about that 6.5, 7 seconds. So it doesn't. They might be taking a little bit out of him one lap, but then in Weary Knight puts it back in the next. So.
Well, we'll see what the lap times is now. 1:27.0 for Weary Knight. Night Havoc coming across the line now. Yeah, just a tenth slower that time.
1:27.8.
Yeah, so it's just fluctuating a little bit. So I think Night Havoc needs Weary Knight to make a mistake. He's the man of the lawnmower and power of hour, Quick Mick, who can't seem to that last corner right. But
I think he made it through that corner. I was about to say, just as you said that, I think he made it through that lap.
I think two wheels were off the track there, definitely. Quick Mick not quite having the pace in the wet here, but he's still in it. He's only 28 seconds behind. He's doing the key thing with motorsport. You got to keep going no matter what. You got to keep running the race. We're all struggling to stop the car there. So you got to keep going and get those points, those valuable points.
Only 4 people left in the lobby with a few disconnects and other non-starts tonight. As I said earlier, it's just going to pick him up some valuable points. I think he was sitting 4th in the championship behind here. No, no, someone else was. It wasn't here tonight.
Whopper. It was Whopper. Whoa, gets on the grass, gets a bit of a wiggle there. Yeah, so this will give him some points over Whopper, because I'm pretty sure they were close in the points there.
Weary Knight goes the fastest lap of the race. He's down into a 1:26.4, so he's
must have realised the gap was starting to come down a bit. No.
Oh, what's happened here?
My cat wants to say hello. Oh, Weary Knight, he's crashed.
He has spun or crashed.
He's dropped it. Now Night Havoc is taking over the lead.
I was just watching the times. I was like, oh, what has happened here? It's down to 1 second. But as you can see, there's no nose cone on that car. He has definitely crashed or spun.
Oh no, Night Havoc's gone a bit wide there. As damage is down to visual here, Weary Knight. Oh, they've touched.
Oh! A little bit of action here in the last 2 laps.
That's it. If Night Havoc he can sense him now. Weary Knight might be just panicking a little bit now. So first and second now separated by 7/10 of a second now. Now Night Havoc will have the draft onto the straights and actually might be able to close up onto him.
Can he get close enough in the lap and a half to be able to make a move into that last corner?
That's it.
Who can steady the quickest? And Weary Knight, who's had the spin settle to regain pace and can not push too hard. It just close that gap and not make any mistakes at the same time.
2 laps remaining now.
E3 Gaming would have been sitting there going, oh, please fight, make a mistake and let me come through.
That's it. Get into an incident, make them touch each other, run off the track. See how Weary Knight handles the pressure now of Night Havoc and Gear 3 Gaming's right in the backside of it. First, second, third, just separated by 2 seconds now. That's it. One mistake and they've all bunched up together now. As you can see, Weary Knight has no front wing on his car, but it doesn't mean it doesn't have the downforce there. This race has been set to visual only damage, so the car may look damaged, but it's not actually damaged. Well, Weary Knight's just starting to eke out a little bit of a 10th here, a little bit of a 10th there on all the corners now.
The second now, so the draft coming to this straight might not be there. Not quite as close as what you would hope to be. As we come up to the last lap, across to the start finish
Well,
line
as you
for
can see,
one more lap.
very nice trying to break the draft of not giving anything. So final lap now, Gears made a small mistake, he's dropped back a little bit further.
And Night Havoc then, I think, won't make it through that corner in about 0.2 of a second. Pulled out to Weary then.
As Gear runs wide in that little sort of chicane.
You know, he's trying to get up. One lap to go, trying to gain that one extra position.
That's it.
Oh, Gear. Is he? Oh, I thought.
No, he had a bit of a wiggle.
The rear ends sort of started to come out, and he was hitting that concrete barrier.
That's it.
It does look like Weary Knight has regained. So he has regained. He's put out a 1.5 second lead now. So two corners to go into the race one tonight.
That's it. This is the slowest corner and one of the fastest corners to go, and that's it. Doesn't need to push any extra hard here, even with the gap being so tight. Just needs to get to the corner.
One corner to go. Stretch.
Here we go. Final corner. Coming to the front straight now. As Weary Knight survives the scares.
Gear goes wide.
Gear 3 Gaming. And there's your race one winner here at Zhuhai. Weary Knight wins over Night Havoc, who gets his best result, I believe, so far. Gear 3 Gaming coming in third. And Quick Mick, as we're now just waiting for him to approach the final corner of our final four for this race one here at Zhuhai.
Well, it all happened in the last two laps.
That's it.
Weary Knight had a comfortable win. One mistake, and it put them all back into fighting position.
That's it. So you can see the fastest lap times here now as. That's it. So Weary Knight won this race. The fast lap for 1:25.9. Night Havoc second with a 1:26.7. Gear 3 Gaming. Oh, Gear 3 Gaming did a 1:25. That was quick. That must have been early on in the race. And Quick Mick finishing fourth with a 1:26.6. So that is over for race one here now. We're going to take a 10-minute break. We'll be back then for race two here at Zhuhai.